Hi, I'm here with Mike Christie, who's probably best known for being in G4. Hi Mike.
Hello, nice to see you.
You too, thank you very much for talking to me.
Not at all.
So what are you doing in Swansea today?
Well, I'm doing a concert. I'm on a tour at the moment of the UK. I'm doing 12 dates, and obviously I was in a band and now I've gone solo, so I've done 2 dates. We were in Cardiff last night, 2 dates in Wales, and then here we are in Swansea tonight. It's very good to be here.
Brilliant. And what will you be performing?
Well, a whole mixture of things. Some of my own songs, which are on my album, which I released recently, and also a lot of well-known classics and stuff from musical theatre, pop songs, even a bit of opera as well, so a real mixture.
Okay, so is that where you got your inspiration from? Are you classically trained?
Yes, I'm classically trained, and I just love singing different styles. I love listening to different styles of music as well, so I think that's what inspires me, so that's what comes out when I perform on my own.
Okay, so what age were you when you started singing?
I was 8. I started as a chorister from 8 to 13, and we did some amazing things. And I was in the film Falling into the Funeral in the choirs there, and did some soundtrack work. And that's what really started me off with singing way back then.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened after that?
And after that, my voice broke, and I didn't want to sing ever again. But I got back into it and sang lots in school. And then decided I wanted to be a singer, so I auditioned for the Guildhall School of Music and Drama to do my degree, and I got in, and then I started singing, and that's how I learned my craft, really. Okay,
so then talk us through how you got into the whole G4 thing.
Well, it was at the Guildhall, where I was mentioning before, and we were a barbershop quartet, just for fun on the side. It wasn't anything we intended to do. And one of the guys saw an advert on TV for a new reality TV show that had just been created, and they were accepting groups this time, because before they'd had Pop Idol and it was only ever soloists. And he said, "What do you think? Why don't we go on the show and see what they say?" And so we did, but we got through each of the rounds, and before we knew it, we ended up on the live shows, and we'd only gone really for a bit of a laugh to see what would happen, and that was it really.
Wow, so it all took off from there. So how many years were you, if somebody, people don't know, how many years were you with G4?
We were together 3 years, and it was a bit of a roller coaster. We didn't really stop for 3 years, and we never imagined it would happen. And then after 3 years, we just felt we all had our own goals that we wanted to achieve, and that's why we sort of went our separate ways. We were still good friends, and yeah, that's how it all happened.
Wow, so now you're on your solo tour with your album. Have you written all the songs on your album?
Yes, pretty much. I've done a few covers on there as well. Ones that are special to me and ones that I've sung before on tours that people have said they really like, so I want to record them. But most of the songs, yes, are my own songs. And it's just amazing for me to be able to perform my own songs and also to have recorded them and to think that people are listening to them at home, or in the stereo in the car. It really is.
Where did you record them?
Well, I recorded them in a studio quite near in London, and a great friend of mine was producing them and recording the vocals, set all the mics up and everything for me, and yeah, so it was great to work with him on that.
So do you play an instrument as well?
I play piano, and when I'm performing my own songs on the tour, I play the piano. My songs are very much singer-songwriter based at the piano, and so it's me playing piano on the album as well. And I used to play the flute at school. I've tried all sorts of instruments over the years, but my main instruments are singing and piano.
Okay, so who have you got with you tonight?
So tonight I've got Johnny Hodgson, who is playing piano, and I've got a very special guest, Millie Spinney, who's going to be duetting with me and also singing some solos, so it's going to be a great night.
Excellent. So where did you find Millie?
So Millie I've known for many years, and she really wants to one day be on the West End. And so she wanted some performing experience, and whenever I've done tours I've always asked people to, if anyone wants to perform, I've even run competitions as well before with gigs, to encourage children particularly to sing at the gigs, because I was very fortunate as a child. I had lots of performing opportunities, and it's so important to have that when you're younger, and a lot of children don't, and some schools just don't have any sort of music in them whatsoever, which seems really sad. And so it's my way of giving something back and saying that here's an audience for you to perform, and people can try out, and it's been really interesting from that point of view.
Oh, brilliant.
You can't play on broken strings. You can't feel
lies words. How can I give any more when I love you a little less than before? Let me hold you for the last time. It's the last chance to feel again.
Well, after this, do you have plans for a second album?
Definitely, yes. I'm hoping to start recording it soon. I'm already writing the songs. Tonight, actually, I'm going to play sort of a hint, a flavour of my most recent one that I'm writing, which I haven't quite finished yet. But so there'll be a little hint of that. But definitely, I'm really excited about the next album.
Excellent. So how long did it take you to write and record your first album?
One of the songs I do on the album I wrote when I was 16, and I really, it was the first song I'd written, and I just felt it would be great to have that on there. So in terms of writing it, that goes quite a long way back, but to actually record and produce it, I'm not quite sure actually. It was probably a few months, but it does take a long time, and the problem is, you're never completely happy with it. You want to change this, and every time you listen to it you think, oh, I could change that, and it just gets to the point where you have to say, okay, I've just got to finish it, and and leave it there.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. Well, I look forward to seeing the performance tonight, and have fun in Swansea. They're a great crowd.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you.